And that's why this case matters so much, because for years we've been told that Antifa isn't even real. It's just an idea. It's not an organization. We are all Antifa, right? That's what they would say. That's what they said. But it's a lot harder to make that argument when you got a coordinated group carrying out an attack and getting convicted in federal court. So, yeah, this is a big deal. This is a precedent setting moment. The real question now is whether this is the beginning of a larger shift or just a one off situation. Are we finally going to see consistent accountability, or this is just the exception? Because if you ask me, this should have been happening a long time ago. But now that the precedent has been set, the door is open for a whole lot more of this moving forward. And that's exactly why we need to talk about it. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and check this out.
So we got some breaking news. We have a verdict in the local trial that's been gaining national attention. An alleged attack on an Alvarado ice facility. Welcome in at 5 o'clock, everyone. That is where we begin tonight at 5. Dozens of verdicts coming down this afternoon for 9 people charged after a shooting outside the Prairieland Immigration Detention Center last summer. Federal court just wrapping up. No cameras allowed, but our Andrea Lucia was there. She's joining us live now with the moments. Andrea.
Yeah, Ken, the Department of Justice just released a statement. And to give you some context, normally a statement like this celebrating the outcome of a trial would come from the DOJ's local office. In this case, it comes from the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. She wrote, "Today's verdict on terrorism charges will not be the last as the Trump administration systematically dismantles Antifa and finally halts their violence on America's streets." She refers to it as an organization that has been allowed to flourish in what she calls Democrat-led cities. Out here, though, people in support of those on trial, you can see them. They have been protesting really every day of the trial here, say this is far worse. The verdicts were far worse than what they were expecting.
Now, let me say this very clearly, because I don't want there to be any confusion about where I stand on this. I personally believe that Antifa should be classified as a terrorist organization straight up. They are a far left terrorist organization, and their actions prove it. Terrorism is not some accidental byproduct. It's the goal. They are totally fine with violence, and in many cases, they explicitly call for it to achieve their political objectives. Now, let's be honest about the political reality here. Democrats have, at the very least, tolerated this, and in some cases embraced it, because the party is heavily influenced by the far left. So when groups like Antifa go out and engage in this kind of behavior, there hasn't been any real urgency to stop it. And that's why I think the administration should be putting more resources into dismantling these networks. What we are seeing right now is a good first step, but it shouldn't stop here.